What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG. Back with a deck profile. This is for Season 10's Socalretroyugs tournament, end of season tournament, playoffs essentially, where we fight for points throughout the season, and then the top 16 players fight it out for store champion title, and then like $300 in prizing. But yeah, I made it to the finals, fell short, but I thought it'd still be interesting to take a look at the deck. I was thinking either playing Black Wings or Machina, but for Black Wings, I do not have enough practice on that, so I went for good old faithful. So let's go through the deck. 3 Gear Frame, the Searcher, 3 Fortress. This is your boss monster, and then 2 Force. These guys are essentially like Monster Reborns for Machina. You just search it, add it to hand, pitch it, and then you have a Machina Fortress on field. I opt for 2 just because there's a lot of cards in this deck that can essentially just kill you by drawing them too often. This is one of those cards. So you don't want to be drawing these cards. You usually want to be searching them with Gear Frame. Ideally, you would mill a Fortress and then summon Gear Frame, add a Machina Force to hand. That way you don't have to pitch 2 cards to special 1 card. All right, so we're going to do 2 Hamster. Some decks run 3. I like 2. I think I see it often enough to justify it at 2. That, and I kind of run into like, when I did play 3, I was running out of targets. I guess like if you mill a Raikou and then you're drawing the Hamster, there's like no connecting piece. I just felt it was too much, so I went down to 2. I understand the concept of like, you know, you want to see this card as often as possible, but I think I see it quite enough with just 2. And then we got 3 Raikou to pair with those Hamsters. This is like your Swiss Army knife of the deck. Very strong. Yeah, probably actually one of my favorite cards. Fuels the Grave, and then for like to search for the Fortress, and then you can also fuel your Pot of Avarice as well. All right, 2 Lila. Double Lila is very strong. I used to run just only 1, and I was like, you know, if I mill it off charge, like so be it. It is what it is. But I think she's earned her spot at 2. It tears apart Vayu Turbo. They have really powerful back row with like Royal Oppression and whatnot. So being able to have a searchable MST, very potent. 1 Card Trooper. This card is just super solid. It can be a machine for pitch, mill to fuel the graveyard for Pot of Avarice, search for your fortresses, and it replaces itself when it dies. Usually they're like spending a deep prison or Caius effect on it, like something they don't want to be doing, honestly, but they have to because they don't want to see you draw another card. So double Caius. At one point I was at 3 but that's just another one of those cards that try to kill you in your own hand. So I think 2 is good. I tried it at 1, didn't see it enough, so I think just 2 is solid. And yeah, I think this card is just super strong to just not run it, and it's fun to play. So yeah, so 1 Cyber Dragon. Some decks run 2. I've seen decks run 2. I like 1 and I just side the other. Sometimes like if you want to make a push, you're like making a push with like say these machines, and then you have the Cyber Dragon as well, like from the turn before. You're kind of in an awkward spot. Most of the time I do end up like pitching this with Fortress to special, or the other situation is just special it, run over a monster, because it runs over most monsters in the game, and then or you can just do special cyber sack for Caius, or you can go with your tuners as well. 1 Gale. Most Machina decks that I've seen online, they don't run this card, but I like the card, so he's earned a place in my deck. So that, and sorry, him with Lila or Kaiku makes Arcanite Magician, and it's one of my favorite synchros in the game. So if I'm able to make it, I will make it over like Aura Master or even Black Rose. I don't know. It's just one of those nostalgia things where like when I saw the the Cat Synchro deck, when I saw people go into Arcanite Magician, I was like, wow, that's so cool. And being able to do that in my Machina deck, it brings me joy. So one Plague, if you mill it, great. Gives you a play with Caius or a 4-star, 3-star as well. You can go Goyo, Cataster. You can even go X-Saber Golems with Fortress as well. These two make Golems. You can make Black Rose with Cyber Dragon. Bunch of tools. Very, very, very useful card. One Crow. I was trying two, but I saw them too much, so I'm just doing one. And I think one is good. Catches them off guard, and yeah, it's just like a defensive trap in your hand, right? It's a hand trap, and usually people don't see it in game one, so it really does catch them off guard and keeps them on their toes, you know? Gores. Yeah, nothing to really say about Gores. Very strong. Gives you that +1, and then it soaks up resources for you on the backswing. And one Chaos Sorcerer. So the deck is 24 monsters. Chaos Sorcerer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light targets, and these are like pseudo lights. So 8 targets plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 darks. Usually it's pretty easy to get them out, in my opinion. I think, yeah, he's just super strong. It's another one of those cards that can kill you inside your hand if you don't have the setup. But with power, you know, comes that risk, and I'm willing to run the risk to do it. You can play like the super like clean, consistent Machina decks, but I tend to just play things that is just fun for me. So we'll go double bottomless. I was toying with 0, 1, but it just has to be at 2. There's too many Blackwing players for them to get the summons over and over. It's just too dangerous, so I have to put them in. The thing that I don't like about this card is if you're in if you're behind and they've already established a board and you draw bottomless, it's one of the worst feelings in the world. And I'm just like, damn it, like, why can't it just be a useful card? So like, it's great going like first and you have the draw, the setup and everything, but drawing into it and you're behind already is awful. So it's not one of my favorite traps, but it's like a necessary evil, I would say. Double D Prison. This card, on the other hand, is usually always live, right? The only time it's not live is if you're stuck behind a Brio or a Dark Arm. That's when I'm like, dude, this card's awful, right? Like, it just sits there. It's a target for, you know, it to get blown up. If you play against Light Sworns, Lila, Celestia, JD, they just all ignore it. So, but every other matchup, like Black Wings, Gladiator Beast, Hero Beat, those more normal fighting decks, this is great. But yeah, I used to be like a dimensional prison enjoyer at 3, and then like I loved it. But then I found this card. Then I found Compulse. Triple Compulse. This is one of my favorite traps in the game. I think it's extremely powerful. You can pair it with your gear frame, and then it can pick apart your opponent's board, just like spot removal. This card's always live as well. You draw it, even if they have a normal summoned monster. It may not get rid of it permanently, but at least did something, right? So this card's always going to do something for you. It may not be in the most efficient way possible when it deals with like normal monsters, but the thing is, it's always there for you. I just think it's incredibly powerful. It's a card that people don't really think about when pushing, especially when they go into those synchros. It's very, very effective against synchros, fusions, whatever. Even if they go like Fortress, like obviously it's not ideal to send them back up, but they do have to pitch another card to bring them out. So I think this card's underrated. If you haven't tried this card, even if you're not playing Machina, try 1, try 2. I think you will learn to enjoy this card. Yeah, Tommy put me on this card, and I've never gone back. So the one-ofs, Trap Does Shoot, Torrential Tribute, and Mirror Force. You know, enough said about these cards. These cards are always on people's minds. Maybe not Does Shoot, but these two. They're always thinking about these two when they're making a push. Yeah. And then the last one. This is my 41st card, the Transmigration Prophecy. I decided to main deck it for this game, or for this tournament. One, it's like a really good mix-up. They really don't expect this card ever. And I had situations where like I had milled all my Raikos and I had a hamster in hand. So I set the hamster, activated Transmigration Prophecy, put back one of his monsters and put back one of mine. And then it turned on the hamster once again. So I thought that was really cool. And if they go, top deck Plague, they go Vayu, this card stops it. And it doesn't do just monsters as well. It also does spells or traps. So if you you can like potentially, like say if you mill, I don't know, Heavy Storm or Brain Control, all your Avarices, you can put one of them back and then potentially draw it once again. So there's a lot of like multi-purpose capabilities with this card. I just thought I'd try it out, and it's pretty good. I mean, I sided it out against Blackwings, but all the other decks I played against, I liked having it in there. I thought it was really useful. 2 Pot of Evers. This is another one of those cards I was talking about where you just die to. You can either live by it or die by it. And I've been struggling with either to play 3 or 2, but I decided to just settle on 2. And I see it enough in hand where like it's consistent. I feel like it's consistent enough. Like the way at least my deck plays, it's there when I need it. And I mean, if I really need, this is like a pseudo Pot of Avarice, but very powerful +1. Yeah, 3, like even at 2, I draw 2 opening hand all the time, and playing with 4 out of 6 cards to your opponent's 6 out of 6 cards, it's like it's hard. Like when it does line up and like you're doing everything the way you planned it to, yeah, it's great. But like not everything goes according to your plan. So just 2, Mirror or Mystical Space Typhoon and Heavy Storm, spell and trap removal, and Brain and Charge, all very self-explanatory. This I always have a target, either Raiko or Lila. This is like I can activate it and I'll have an MST in my hand. It's great. MST / Bottomless Remover, Torrential Remover, Dimensional Prison, Mirror Force, like all this stuff. It's so good. Lila is, yeah, she's so good. Anyways, that's the main deck, 41 cards. Let's do extra deck. Extra deck never really changes. Army Arm, Cataster. Space is really tight, especially since I run Gale. So there's some cards that I have to skip, like Magical Android. 1 Brio Tempest goes with Lila plus Plague. I rarely ever do this, but I'm always looking to do it. It's just one of those things that I just have fun doing. So if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. And it's like one of those like things like when you win that way, it's just so, I don't know, it just feels so cool. Goyo, Arcanite Magician, this is my favorite synchro in the game. So Gale facilitates that with Lila and Kaiku. Black Rose Dragon and Armor Master, also easy to make with Gale. 4/8s, Dark End Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Thought Ruler, and Colossal. X Saber Golems, this is a Machina Fortress and Plague. Sometimes they like wall up with like, I don't know, Ancient Fairy Dragon, or they drop a Gores on your 2500 token and they sit in defense, right? This can break it. Mistworm, there's a couple ways to get him out. I think it's like Hamster, Raikou, Gale, or you can do 4-star Gear Frame, Card Trooper, Plague. Those are only 2 ways. Using 3 cards to bring this out is not ideal. So in my year of playing Edison, I've only brought him out once, and it was at a tournament. And actually, it was pretty effective because it broke a Gore's board. So he needed that token to survive, and he was able to lift it off. And then just one Fortress Dragon. Cool. Side deck. Spells. Soul Release. Graveyard decks. Frogs. Fairies. What else? Lightsworn. Yeah, very important. There was a Lightsworn player, Joey, in there. I think he was the most... That was the point I was scared of encountering the most, but I didn't see him. He got eliminated before I had to play him. One Book of Moon. I just think this card has high utility, and it's one of those cards they don't really think about being in the deck before they make a move. And yeah, it's like say if they have Christian on board, you can turn it off, Book of Moon. They go for a synchro play, turn it off, Book of Moon. I just think the card's really good. One Nobleman Extermination. This card's okay. It's like, you might as well run a 3rd Dust Tornado in my opinion. Like I used it once and like I broke apart my opponent's board with like Raikou popping one and then this popping the other. It hit like a bottomless, which had to remove mine, which is cool. Like I don't have to deal with bottomless for the rest of the game, but like honestly, just like setting this and being able to pick apart anything like a whirlwind or something is just much better. So I won't be using this card moving forward. Lightning Vortex. You can use it against pretty much anything, really. I've tried main decking it too. I think it's a good card. I think you could main deck it and it'd be fine. Machina has a lot of cards they can just pitch because they're dead. So Lightning Vortex is a 2 for 2, right? It goes even potentially. Sometimes it's a -1 because you have to use it. Or it can get even more. It can get you like potentially +1, +2. But yeah, I will always have this in the side. Lightning Vortex. Double Dust Tornado. These are for Blackwings mainly. Blackwings and decks that have high back row count, like Value Turbo. It's also for Value Turbo. This turns off Oppression. Oppression turns off your whole deck. Essentially, your Fortress play, Force play, your synchro play with Gale plus whatever, Plague plus whatever, Chaos Sorcerer. It just turns off so much stuff, and you're just essentially fighting with Hamster and Dog, and like maybe a Caius if you're lucky. But if they have Oppression, you need to break it. It's gonna kill you. One Solemn Judgment. I don't like. There's a lot of Blackwings, so I don't like having this card against that deck, just because they're very good at being aggressive, and if you're chunking off half your life points to soft something, then you're already in trouble. So this only comes in for like fairies, Lightsworns, Frog Monarchs, and the like. Karma Cuts. This is for frogs, Lightsworn. You could use it against Vayu. I didn't have to use it because I didn't run across either of those decks. Oh, Fairies is good too. Can like move the Christian out of the way. And yeah, it's good, but I didn't get to use it. I don't think I saw it at least, but it's a really good card. Starlight Road. This is for Blackwings mainly. Blackwings and Light Sworns. If you resolve this against Blackwings, you're gonna have a lot easier time to deal with them, because like they have to invest resources to run over your Stardust, and they already lost a resource by fulfilling this condition. So if you resolve this, you're in a really good spot. Double Dyna, Frogs, Light Sworns, Fairies. Same thing, Kaiku, Frogs, Light Sworns, Fairies. This I don't side against Vayu, just because they have too many low to the ground monsters that are bigger than Dyna, so it's not very strong. One Cyber Dragon for Blackwings mainly in that tournament. Vayu is okay too. Just because it's 2100, runs over everything. And yeah, last one is Banisher. It's just another annoying card that they have to deal with, especially if you're using your graveyard, like Tommy's Fairies or Vayu Turbo, Frogs. It's a card they have to answer before they can move on with their game plan. This, you can also pitch Machina Fortress and still special summon him with him on the field, and it's still okay. It still works. But yeah, let's see. Matchups. First, round one was Tommy. That was extremely close game. I wish I had it on camera. It was so crazy. It went down to the wire. His last board was a set Book of Moon, Brionic, and Christia. And my hand was like, what was my hand? It was, one of them was Lightning Vortex. Lightning Vortex, Brain Control. I had the nuttiest hand in that situation. Heavy Storm. I don't know. This is a random card. I think it was these cards mainly. And so I went Brain Control, his Christia, Lightning Vortex, his, no wait, no. We went Heavy Storm first. It was a Book of Moon. He didn't use Book of Moon. I guess he could have used it to protect his Christia or Brio from getting Brain Control, but he didn't play around that. I think he was thinking like, I don't want these cards to get run over, so I'm just gonna leave them face up, right? And if Christia's on the field, I'm not producing a body that's bigger than 2,000, right? So I go Heavy Storm. He lets Book of Moon go by. Brain Control the Christia, Lightning Vortex the Brionic, and then since Christia turns off Gores, he was at 2100, so I was able to kill him. Yeah, super close, like super down to the wire. I think I drew the heavy too. I'm pretty sure. Round two was against Joe or Retroflow on Blackwings. That match too, I didn't think I was gonna win, but he made a few errors that let me get back into the game. With like a choice between deck deving or dark illusioning my Gale, and he chose a deck devy, and it pretty much cost him the game. If he had dark illusion, I was pretty much dead in the water. Round three was Primo, who was the champion, eventual champion. 2-0'd him on that one, so I was feeling really good at that point. And then Primo makes it back into the winners finals, plays me again, 2-0's me, so he pays me back the favor of 2-0ing, and then he 2-1s me in the finals, in the grand finals. So it was very close. Super exciting match. If you guys want to check it out, it's on my channel. But yeah, if I were to change anything, I would do minus Cyber Dragon, minus Nobleman, and then maybe put either Snowman Eater or Threatening Roars into the side deck. Just because like I got pierced the hell out of the final match by Bora. He ripped me apart. This dog took a beating. He probably did like 8,000 damage worth of piercing damage to me in the winners finals and grand finals. Like it was bad. I was hurting. It was also my fault because like he was attacking with like Sirocco Bora, and I decided to pop the Sirocco, and then the Bora got like extra like chip damage on me when I set another Raikou. I'm not sure why I targeted the Sirocco, but moving forward, if I see Bora, I need to rip him off the board. Like, I like Gear Frame runs over Bora, Card Trooper runs over Bora. There's a lot of cards that run over him, right? But maybe that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have cards that can deal with him, right? But I guess there was more cards to deal with Bora than there was with Sirocco. But I was dealt Raikous, so Raikou was just taking a beating from those Boras, and eventually it led to Primo's victory, which was very well deserved, just because he played his heart out. I watched his games coming up to winners finals, and he played his brains out, his absolute heart out. So it was a very deserved win for Primo. And if you guys like the deck profile, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I might do like a siding pattern type of video to like show you like what I take out, what I put in, to help you learn how to play Machina. At least how I play Machina personally. This is what I've learned, so take it with a grain of salt. But I might put a video together to like, sub in X amount of cards, this amount of cards go in for this matchup and why. And if you guys want that, just let me know in the comments. I'll make it for you. Or you can just ask me. I'll write it to you too. I don't mind. Like whatever you need help with, just let me know. As long as it's with Machina. Any other deck, I don't know. I'm a rookie when it comes to other decks. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.